The Truman Show is littered with flat Earth references.
Why do you think that Truman has never come close to discovering the true nature of his world until now?
We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that. If he was absolutely determined to discover the truth, there's no way we could prevent him. Ultimately, Truman prefers his cell.
Hidden Messages in The Truman Show. It's co-produced by Richard Luke Rothschild. The Truman Show is a movie made by the Rothschilds family. The Truman Show logo shows a picture of Earth, which doesn't make a lot of sense for the Truman Show itself. You would think that it showed a picture of Truman's town. But the funny thing is, the dome that Truman lives in over there in Hollywood actually pans out and turns into Earth. Right here, it just changes from Truman's dome into the sphere Earth. So it seems that the Truman Show logo itself is showing that this is not a story about one town, it's a story about the Earth.
Personally, I think the unconquered south face is the only one worth scaling. It's a 20,000-foot sheer wall of ice, but that's never stopped me before.
The stars are fake or artificial, and there's actually a rip in the dome. Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky. When this star fell in an old trailer, it showed an actual rip in the dome. However, in the actual movie, that's kind of covered up with the lamppost and the rip is not shown. About halfway through the movie, it shows the dome-style Earth. The guy picks up a pepperoni pizza slice and the newspaper says classified. Now, typically it would say classifieds. However, in this case, the S is omitted, and that means that it is not a classified section. It means that the information that they're displaying is classified. There's a globe in his garden that he later uses to sneak out when he's escaping from the town. Here his friend has moved that globe aside, and he says that Truman's gone. Truman's radio is another sphere Earth. He does have vitamin D, which he needs to take because he's not getting any real sunlight. And as we've just seen, Truman's Earth is an actual flat Earth with a dome over it. Truman is leaving in a boat. It's called the Santa Maria. The Santa Maria here is indicative that he's going to a new world. The weather starts out fair, but quickly gets very bad, which is exactly what happens when you sail to Antarctica. They call it the Roaring 40s, the Furious 50s, and the Shrieking or Screaming 60s. And once you get down to 70 degrees south, things start not so windy anymore. But the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s are what's depicted here, and Truman's going through them. There's one more very quick hint that he is heading to Antarctica, where we can see that the compass is spinning. This is something that happens when you go close to the South Pole. Your compass will just spin. So, in addition to the bad weather, the compass spinning, once Truman finally escapes the storm, he runs smack into an ice wall. And we can argue that it's not ice here, it's sky, but it would be the firmament then. So he's either hit the firmament or he's hit the ice wall. Now the staircase here may be a reference back to the very beginning of the movie where he was talking about climbing a 20,000-foot unconquered wall of ice. So here he is, come to the ice wall or come to the firmament, and he has to climb up in order to get to the top of it where he finds the exit. He then exits from the realm, leaves the firmament, and goes to a new world. It takes a bow.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
Is this your country?
No, my country lies beyond.
But you should know that if you continue, there is no return.